Hey, let's get certain details. Hair on my phone, sorry. Out of the way in the form of a list because I do not wanna hear shit for dumb reasons people just make up. Number one, I always wear a helmet. Number two, I always wear full gear. Number three, I never split lanes. Never. Number four, same goes for filtering. I did it 4 times to be exact. 5. I never go above the speed limit. 6. I keep squidding down to minimum. 7. I have a proper license and did all my safety trainings, etc. But most of all, I am a relatively new driver and am very in love with my Honda Rebel 500cc A2 machine while learning the ins and outs of riding fully. And with that said, let's actually start. I fell down this rabbit hole due to a channel called YamiNoob, and I dislike channels like this, but why in detail we get into later. Then I stumbled upon a channel called Fort9. This guy's amazing. So we start with my situation in more detail now. I also see this as a PSA for creators in general, not just Yami. Also, I only talk about education videos, not funny ones or ones that mostly revolve around jokes, because those can be compared more directly and it keeps the critique more valid. Also, Fort9 doesn't really make as much quote-unquote funny or mainly funny videos. Yeah, I will address YamiNoob more directly as well to get the same point across as to keep the critique more valid. I will talk about how to do it better with the Fort9 part, at least in my opinion. I am a new driver as mentioned, having only bought my bike in 2021 September, which was when I fell in love with the sport, the bikes, more or less. And especially with my Honda CMX 500. A2 machine, as said. I added 2 saddlebags in the early spring with the help of a neighbor at the time. Amazing dude, and now I have great saddlebags. I got into a crash in April 2022 where I broke my finger and potentially a rib on my right side, my left ring finger if you were wondering. New gas tanks, repairs of the steering, etc. That was what my bike had, but I wasn't worried about that. I now slapped a Samurai sticker onto the front because I loved Cyberpunk 2077 and the music from Samurai. Actually a real band, check them out on Spotify, I love their music. I am more of a road driver, not a big fan of off-roads, even on rough fieldways where I have to drive over and that are considered actual roads. I enjoy casual city driving as I just said and use it as my main form of transportation. If I do have to drive it to work or gym, I have a backpack for it, otherwise none, excluding the ones stored in my saddlebags. I drift off. I can only critique one thing about it, and that is the damn seat. It is semi-uncomfortable and my second seat for a pillion driver could very well goddamn be a piece of log. But hey, not all luxuries are given. I adore this bike anyways and treat it the best I can, to the point where I am very afraid of dropping it simply because I don't want to ruin it or make it look ugly, although that's a totally stupid fucking reason to be afraid. On Instagram, I first came across this community by an amazing account named Kawasaki. Great guy, cool content, can only recommend it, very wholesome. Then YouTube with Yamino, I was like, well, YouTube's thought show him bike stuff, and that's how I found out about YamiNoob. So let's get into this channel, who I consider to be a greedy, profit-oriented channel with no regards for the follower's safety or comfortableness on a bike. Yummy Noob is a channel that calls themselves a motorcycle edutainment channel, and they made the channel on the 15th of June 2015 and accumulated 277,672,19 views. Fuck. They say in their banner that they make content for advanced riders, which I would say I am getting to or already am at, and that they give tips for new riders. So wits for pros and noobs is applied, in my opinion, and that I think is the general understanding of phrasing like this. I see them as a channel that make fun of new riders, while indirectly and subtly making them feel bad for starting out. Yes, I get why new riders can seem unsafe, or a bit unsafe, and well, dangerous. But they learn, let them practice. If they are not out on the road, as you do say yourself, how the fuck are they supposed to learn? If they are wobbly, don't say what to train and leave. Explain how they can train it in detail, and how they can improve, and why it is seen and seems safer, and boom, you have safer riders, safer new riders, and actually give something to them, educate them. But that's actually rather something for the Fortnite thing, and everyone's happy. I watched Yummy Noob's contents for about 2 to 3 hours, and actually afterwards felt rather discouraged to go to my Rebel and ride. Simply because I am not a pro because of what they say. Even if it is obvious I am not. Because how after only a fucking year, not even a year, to be honest, no professional or very good at anything person fell from the damn sky. And instead of saying they should go on a bike, ride and have fun while practicing and watching videos to learn more, that's literally how I learned things in the past few weeks, more than through my actual trainings. I feel like they push people away from it. They only got videos that I think are about fucking hand signals, and I actually recommend you watch them. They will help you on the road and while group riding. The videos where Yami is face to face, feeling personal, like the bike in the background is what he is, like that's his whole fucking personality. You may have a likable face, but if you hide it and look away only at the laptop right on your right side, not into the camera, and then basically play rich guy and assume everyone can have 3 fucking bikes, when you do show your face or your other videos, it makes you very dislikable in my honest opinion. But let's calm down. He sends you to tutorials on YouTube and makes fun of you, or at least implies that he will, if you'd rather spend an extra $100 to keep your bike in good shape with oil exchanges, etc. They do bike giveaways, and I doubt that it is very legit or easy as they make it out to be. If I wanted to give a bike away for free, why would I not just put this amount of money into a pile and turn it into a fucking bonfire? Yes, I also could afford to give away 1 bike, but how do you ship it if it's not in America or the US, or in my case Austria, where I can drive, worst case, to Vienna where this person is? How do you check if they have a license and if they actually do get insurance. And let's not forget about all the paperwork that brings and legal shit they will have to do. And they advertise it heavily in the videos for new riders. So you almost think that if you do not get their bike or buy from their store website, yes, they have a store website where they sell motorbike gear, you will never be a pro rider. Hey, Editing Kuro here. I've watched some new Yummy Noob for after I did this video just to see if I actually wasn't bullshitting there. Just a small fact check afterwards again, and I'm on the Honda Rebel video. I'm about 7 minutes 14 in at the moment, and oh my god, it's already so fucking awful. He hasn't really talked about the bike itself, more about the lineup. Alright, you can talk about the lineup, but then don't name the video so you want a Honda Rebel. I feel like I'm getting into a fucking objective review of the Honda Rebel. Which one? I don't know, maybe all of them, the 300, the 500, the 1100. But then drive these bikes, prove that you're driving this bike, and the effects are... I took a screenshot of one right now. Oh my god, I put it up here. It's actually bad. Because I feel like, alright, you can stand in front of the bike, list the things, it has the same fucking effect. Now, why do I think he's doing that? Or, well, why do I feel like the only explainable real choice, or why that happens, is only one? Because it's not his fucking footage that he's using without telling who's originally filmed it. I mean, I don't have proof for that. I mean, I want proof of the opposite. And these 7 minutes of this 21 minute video, he's making fun of cruiser riders that just want a relaxed ride. He's been making fun of Harley riders, he's making fun of Rebel riders and new riders, saying the Honda Rebel 300 and 500 are literally just for beginners who drive only on parking lots. I don't know what to say about that anymore, because like, what the fuck? I mean, the Honda Rebel 500, it's what I have, costs about 8,500 or 600 euros or so. It's an acceptable price, in my opinion, a good price for a motorcycle like this. Especially because what I would have gotten instead would have been a Harley Davidson that cost $20,000 upwards and are all AIM machines, which can't really be drosseled. Drosseled being reducing the power output of the engine so it is of a lower CC and doesn't go as fast. So yeah, I think you can see what issue I have with this video. I mean, I'm gonna continue watching it and chime in here in this small editing part now, because what the fuck, just pointing out a few things from a specific video so you know what I'm actually talking about. And as I said, the effects are stupid. I mean, that's why I also like Fortnite, because he doesn't use useless effects. He makes the transition stylish, but doesn't just put on an image of a rebel and just yeets text in there. It just feels fucking random and not thought around. And not like you thought about, hey, what looks good. It's just, hey, I'm gonna quickly make this video, shit on a few people, because why not? Oh yeah, he's also glorifying the 1100, which some people can't even buy, because they don't have the fucking license for it. Okay, I mean, he thinks in American terms. Alright, then say that at the fucking start, and not just say a sentence and they're like, oh, still though, I mean, but don't buy the 300 because it's slow. That's effectively what he's saying, in my opinion, and from what I understand. Now, we have scaling licenses here in Austria, and as far as I know, very much around the world, we do have them. and you do have them. It's not just one license like in the fucking US of A. So yeah, he's pretty much also advertising getting immediately the biggest, because why not? Well, in my opinion, and on what riding teachers will tell you, that's a sure way to get fucking killed on a highway. So yeah. Also, he's now bringing up another bike for no reason, in my opinion. Like, what's this shitty thing doing here? What the fuck? Why is this here? I'm gonna take a screenshot of time so you can see I didn't take it out of context. Or if I'm being stupid, correct me, but that's weird that it's just randomly brought up. Why are you talking about Royal Enfield in a Honda Rebel video? Okay, I've seen enough of the video now to say, okay, what the fuck are you doing? You shit on everyone for the first 9 minutes that watches this video, highly likely simply because, well, they want to buy a Honda Rebel, look for an honest review. They don't want a Royal Enfield, they don't want a Kawasaki Vulcan S or whatever. All they want is probably their Honda Rebel, and they want an honest review on it, how it drives, how it feels, how it brakes, yada yada yada. But this brought up one of my many thoughts with the giveaways. He's only doing them in the fucking USA because he thinks the whole world is the USA, from what I can tell. So yeah, lovely. I mean, it's always good to look at your own country first. Like, I mostly look at Austria or Germany because it's more comparable with Germany. More people know Germany than Austria, but I think you know what I'm saying. But it's also good to say, oh yeah, if you only have an A1 in certain countries, it's better if you do get that instead. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You shit on a lot of people and then at the end say, if you want a cool bubble look and Honda's reliability, buy the 500. The 1100 is another story, da da da. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Could you tell this was fucking unscripted and I just sat down and recorded this because I thought it was important too? And I've already stretched this video for another fucking 7 minutes. Punch me in the face. Well, editing crew out, back to the video. Okay. Let's calm down and look at someone like Fortnite. You see a face that is, in my opinion, very likable. All recordings are provable and are proof and indefinitely 100% his own, and it's even provable, and which can definitely be seen and felt as I just implied. He welcomes you nicely to the video, and most of all, he makes you feel comfortable from second one. He may make a joke or two, but it is more focused on educating and teaching than pure education and fun, or pure fun. And it's visible. Where Yemi Noob's jokes, quote unquote, make me as a rider feel discouraged, especially because I ride a cruiser or a quote unquote chopper bobber bike, makes me feel like I am always unsafe, while a fucking sports bike or the Booster, the Hayabusa, is safer. It's not. For me, the fucking Rebel is perfect. Anyhow, Fortnite makes good edits and even works with bikes daily. Yet he doesn't say, not my problem if you don't know things. He takes you at the hand and starts to explain it. He doesn't judge you for what bike you own, or buying a pre-owned or buying a pre-owned one, which I did not do. I bought mine fully new, which I do not recommend if you're just starting out because it costs a lot more. Yes, he explains why things happen, what splitting does to traffic, even with visual cues and drawings that he does while explaining it to make it very visible. He puts effects in and animations to visualize his train of thought into a followable flow and recall the information better. overall, to sum a channel like Fortnite's channel up, you come for the fun and the jokes and entertainment and just stay for the info. And something I should also add that he doesn't advertise his own stuff, even if he does sell gear, and the wrong reason to ride are accurate and not presented in a discouraging way. And I don't know if I said it in the Yummy Noob part because I'm stupid, but Yummy Noob advertises his shit so much that even if I already said it, I feel like it's better if I say it again here. Well, he says, hey, I do have a shop where I sell specifically selected things, but you don't have to buy from it. And you can tell he has a passion for it, once to get people into the sport. And there you stay for his jokes like, and I quote, like 3 homophobic men, your bike is 550 pounds of pure desire to go straight. That fucking killed me. I listened to that part 5 times just because I found it damn funny. So yeah, that is the difference between Yummy Noob and between someone like Fortnite. Or well, someone like Yummy Noob. Yummy Noob seems profit oriented, wants to accumulate money and make money and just money, 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 money. That's his whole thing, like fucking Mr. Krabs. No, I will not make that visual joke. So, yeah. On the other side, Fortnite is like a good show or documentary that you turn on where you're like, I want to be educated. Mixed with a goddamn comedy. So, yeah, in my personal opinion, you can watch what you want. I'm not saying you should watch one or the other, or one or the other is better. I'm just saying that you should not discourage new riders with jokes, or put all your jokes onto a group of riders like Harley or cruiser riders, as well as new riders that are just trying to get into it, while also saying that you want to support those people with your website and Patreon and bike giveaways, as well as your fucking online store. And the part where this shows the most, in my opinion, is that Yummy Noob makes a video, says the rather expensive one is better, while I mean, I can't put evidence up, which is why it's in the opinion part of this video, but yeah, Fortnite actually made a video about tire sealments and how to fix a flat tire on your bike, and actually said, hey, it's not this $90 option that's the best, not the $60 option, but the cheapest one, this $30 option, is the best option you can take for your bike. If you want to do it on the fly, which you probably have to when you have a flat tire. And all the time, I did not recently open this video, I watched it yesterday, during the fucking day around lunchtime, just to show you how much information stuck in my head from this video, because that was the end of the video. While from Yummy Noob, all I got was a bad impression and not really a way to say, hey, this and this and this is why I'm discouraged, but more, I'm discouraged from riding and don't want to step foot on my bike again. Unless I had it for longer and know how to do things in a parking lot, which is so much different than an actual fucking road. Okay, I'm actually sorry for that. Let's calm down. So yeah, if I had to recommend a motorcycle channel that gives you proper information and is fun to watch and where you call information better, and I had to choose between Yummy Noob and Fortnite, which I from now on have to, I will always recommend Fortnite due to it being actual, real edutainment, as they say, and not this fake shit that Yami Noob is doing. Sayonara and ciao.